never even like business.
Please explain
like
to
business.
Rennie.
If you want to date,
people to kind of get a feel for who I am. And I think it's important when you are trying to get to know me, is to know where I come from, my background, my family, and the things that kind of make me who I am today. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of do like a reaction. And to really try to push myself to come out of my comfort zone. So feel for who I am. And I always used to joke and say that I'm from a very strong family. And one of the reasons that I didn't talk a whole bunch when I was growing up and things of that nature, who love to talk. So I didn't really get too much of a word to learn how to just kind of be in the background and observe people. And that's normally what I do. I'm a laid back person. I observe and I watch and just suck up knowledge. I love to learn about different things, different people. So I'm like, cool, just in the background. But I wanted to do this just so people could get a feel for who I am as I start to like try to get into social media more and more. And I wanted a video out there where people know a little bit about me. So the best way to try to figure me out a little bit is if you can answer this question, like what does football, faith, business, mental health, and family have in common? In all those areas I have been involved with and a strong advocate for. I have played football, and even at level, I feel faith is very important. And right now, I'm launching endeavors, and I'm sure if some of you are on my page, you will see some of my clips. And then I worked in the mental health field for many years. So, and all these things are kind of like shaped me, who I am as a man, who I am as a person over the years. Whether I'm aware of it or whether it just kind of happened subconsciously, but all of those things come together to make me who I am as a person. But I would say one of the most powerful things, the last but not least, is family. And I was sick a while back with COVID, came through, and I was in the hospital and I was isolated from everybody, and I didn't really know if I was going to make it. And perspective and priorities and things of that nature. And I realized a lot of things that I thought was important, that I was chasing wasn't important. When I was laying in the hospital bed, and one of my driving motivations and things that really kept me going was like I wanted to see my family again. And I didn't want to like that be the last time that I saw my family. So it got me to thinking of like, sometimes we think things are important, but if something happened to us, that we realize what's really important in our lives and what's really important. Who is Gerard? I guess that's the ultimate question. Who is Gerard? And that can be answered very cautiously, or it could be answered in a manner where it's like I'm still growing. We all growing, right? We all learn about ourselves. But the reason that I hesitate when people ask, who are you? Because me personally, I'm more focused on not necessarily who I am. I'm thirsty. I'm in this drive in me, this passion in me for greatness, that I know where I want to go, what I want to be, and I believe I'm here for a reason to accomplish those things. So I think who I am today may not necessarily be who I am tomorrow, but I'm thirsty will impact and influence who I want to be and who I achieve to be. So one of the things that I'm going to show you is as I'm trying to launch my business and the podcast, some of the videos that I did when I was trying to do it. And it's like I hate being on camera. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really like to be in front of the camera, but I know you have to kind of come out of your comfort zone So I wanted to show you all these takes that I did and show you like the differences. The one I did, the first one I'm gonna show you is the one that I did on Easter Sunday, or can't remember how many years ago it's been now, but it's been quite a few years. This is when I first really pushing the podcast and started like really saying my family, I need to find a way to get my family out there where people can see the uniqueness of my family. And then, as you can see, my hair, this had to be COVID because I have grew my hair out during COVID. Welcome to the special Resurrection Sunday edition of Family Podcast. I have two special guests here who are going to be our key speakers and participate in our interview. And we are blessed to have my very own Aunt Carrie Bolton, and she's going to be talking about things from the past of our family to the present, and then looking forward to the future. And I'm honored to have my very own, my eldest brother, Renville Smith. He's going to be interviewing in section 1. My very own sister is going to be interviewing in section 2, and then I'm going to close off with the interviews. So we hope that, as you all can tell, I was real nervous, and I don't really like to be in front of the camera. I think I said my my Aunt Carrie Bolton. I was trying to give her her title, but I think I was just so nervous. I was just trying to get through it at that point. And so I'm gonna show y'all one that I did from my business most recently. And of course, I cut my hair off, and let me see if y'all notice any difference or if I sound the same with this one. You could make a choice that could change the rest of your life forever. Would you be at least willing to listen to the next few minutes of this video? Imagine having a team of experts dedicated and committed to helping you become as successful as you possibly can. Picture how good it would feel. So that's all I'm gonna give you on that. I'm still working on my business, trying to get that off the ground and running. This last thing is a little context behind this. This is when I was first trying to start the podcast and things of that nature, and I was pitching the ideas. We had drove up to a place called Mount Airy, North Carolina, to one of the churches that we fellowship with. A great friend of ours, Bishop Carter, gave us permission to shoot a podcast, with him and in the church. And so my older sister, had an idea that she wanted like a drone shot to come in. And during that time, my oldest brother was like really into the drones and certain things of that nature. And the video quality isn't really that good, but you can all get a feel that me and my sister are standing outside of the church. And so her idea was like, we were gonna open with the drone shot at the beginning of the podcast, and then they were gonna cut into the actual podcast. I think for some reason they cut this out of the podcast, but I did want y'all to see a little bit of what she was trying to do. There's no audio, but you can see us, kind of see us. We're standing by the church doors and we're waving. You can't really see it that well, but me and my sister are waving. And my brother was taking like a video of us with his drone, and you can see me standing there waving at the camera. So that's a little bit about me, but the reason I'm kind of quiet and the way I am has a lot to do with what I'm about to show you all, and that's my family. And what I did is I shot some like raw footage of our family in the podcast. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to, have it all professional and have it edited but the music behind it and all that good stuff. And I'm still hoping to do that, but that hasn't happened yet. And this has been a few years ago now since I've had the idea to start doing family podcasts. But what I want to do is I want to show you just a few clips of the podcast episodes I was trying to shoot. The first one is with my Aunt Carrie. She's the eldest living member of our current family, and she's the trendsetter. She paved the road map, and she was the very first episode naturally that I wanted to do because I wanted to have the younger generation, even our kids and grandkids, when we're all gone, to have that legacy where they can look and be like, well, this is what my family was about, and this is what we stood for, this is what we believed in. And I'm not going to show you all of the episodes because I have this on my YouTube page, and you all can go and check it out anytime you want. But I want you just to kind of get a feel for my family and why I am the way I am today. Let's see. And like I said, this isn't professional. It's very raw. And I think I actually shot this like on my iPad, if I'm not mistaken. Hello and welcome. I have a special guest with me. My name is Gerard Smith, and we are doing something different. We're doing Hello and welcome. I have a special guest with me. My name is Gerard Smith, and we are doing something different. We're doing an edition of the family podcast, and I happen to have a wonderful person who just happens to be my Aunt Carrie. She's the matriarch of our family, and she has decided to do the very first series of our family podcast where we dive in deep into some of our family history. We talk about the things that we are accomplishing, the things that we hope to look forward to doing in the future. I'm going to have you to kind of introduce yourself to certain people who may not know you. You have so many qualifications. I wouldn't even dare list. I know that you started your own summer camps and all that stuff, but this one is more like a special edition. We're in the month of March, and we know that this is kind of like a bittersweet month. We know that in February you had just celebrated your birthday, but now in March you have a few of your sister's birthday that you're going to talk to us about. But before you get started with talking about them, just kind of give people who may know you, or some people who may be watching this even years from now, just kind of give them a feel for who you are. And I was wondering what she was thinking.
First of all, I'm happy to be a part of this. I am grateful that the Lord has allowed me to live to be 75 years old. So that's a blessing. There are so many things that I could talk about that are important to me, but I would like to start off by talking about how I grew up in Enfield, worked on the farm, picked as much as 200 pounds of cotton a day to get out of there. And one time I said to my father, I just want to quit because school was so hectic and people picked us a lot because we were out during the fall of the year. I said, I just want to quit. My daddy looked at me, said, if you quit now, you will do this for the rest of their life. And I sobered up. And consequently, I graduated from high school. And I was thinking about, I need to go up New York. I had folks in New York that could help me and so on. And a teacher named Ina Alexander Smith.
So you all gonna definitely want to check out the rest of her story. You're not gonna believe the things that she had to overcome to get to where she wanted to get to in life and things that she accomplished. But it just reminded me when she was talking about how old she was that I'm actually shooting this on her birthday. And that was a few years ago. And she's still perky and bubbly and inspirational to all of us. I wanted to do just a little bit. This is my Uncle Dwight. And I did an episode with him as well, trying to get the family podcast going. And he's hoping to actually start doing his own podcast. So you definitely be on the lookout for that when he starts to release his own podcast. So I'm going to show you real quick snippet of his episode. And like I said, all these episodes you can check out on my page, on my YouTube page. Okay, let's see here. Like I say, I'm new to social media and I'm trying to figure out how to work everything. Let's see if it'll load this time. This was over his house. He had just moved here from California, and I didn't really get to see him that much. But I said,
So nice to be with you today on this podcast. I want to thank my nephew, Gerard, for being the one who has orchestrated this and recording all this information for generations to come. In case you don't know what I am. I just retired from pastoring 47 years, been in the ministry 51. Had a long time. Through it all, I have learned to trust in Jesus, and I've learned to trust in God. And I want to talk to you about some of those things that might help you on your life's journey. And so, without any further ado, we'll turn it over to my nephew.
so y'all definitely gonna want to check out that and the stories that he has to tell. The last one I wanted to show you all real quick.
Okay, yes. Okay, so Gerard.
So this was an impromptu. So let me give y'all some quick context with it. So the lady who was talking, that's my aunt, Mary, we call her Aunt Kitten. And so they had all come to visit my Aunt Carrie. And impromptu, I was like, you know what? A lot of the family is down here. We don't really get to be together that much. And I said, let me see if I can get them together and just start to share stories and talk about, their upbringing and things of that nature. And so these are my mother's siblings. So Aunt Carrie's, Aunt Carrie, Aunt Mary, and the lady in the orange is Aunt Queen. They're all my mom's sisters. And Uncle Tommy, the one sitting in the far, he's married to Aunt Queen, so he's my uncle. And they just kind of sat down, and it's like on the spot, no like preparation. They just like started talking about family. I just started asking them questions, and Aunt Mary just telling us about.
And I remember I was young, so Aunt Janice and Uncle Buck and I were among like the second generation of children who were younger. But there were some strict practices that my mother and father had. So one of them was, you know, we in our country house, we had a living room, and the children did not play in the living room. Now the siblings who were dating could date there, but you know, the younger kids could play there, and so our role was twofold. One, when it was time for their dates to go, we would run in and we would say, "It's 9:00." Yeah. That meant that was the time that it was time for the guys to go. And then we would also pop in on our own because our goal was to find them kissing each other or something. You know, we want to check it on. But
Okay, I'm gonna stop right here because I think this conversation kind of gets interesting. So I'm gonna go to the next slide on there, but definitely check it out. Go to the my YouTube page and check all these podcasts out. And so the contrast I wanted to do is I wanted to show you a small clip of my Bahamian family. In the next episode I'll probably do a little bit more to go into some more of the videos and do my actual commentary on in the context behind it. But this video just to kind of give you a feel for who I am, and I guess I don't be so mysterious to some people. Some people don't think I'm so mysterious, and just kind of get you a feel for who I am and things that I'm hoping to accomplish, to add value to the world, to expose to like an awesome family, dynamic people. And so I'm just gonna give you a feel for, let me just tell you what this is. So this is the podcast that I did on Easter Sunday. So this was actually my oldest brother. He interviewed my aunt, and then my oldest sister interviewed my aunt as well. And you definitely want to check out. They're actually camera people. I'm not a camera person. So they actually did a great job, and you can check this out. And these are more drone shots that my brother did when we went to Mount Airy, where he kind of took different angles and pictures of the church. But I want you just to kind of get a feel for my Bahamas family and just a different contrast between my American family and my Bahamas family. So let me give you a context. So this is Christmas. We went back to the Bahamas for Christmas. What was this? 2000 and it was either 2003, 2002. I think it was 2002. We went to the Bahamas for Christmas. We were all over my cousin Nikki's house and at Laverne's house, and so we were just getting together, family, just kind of watching sports, cutting around on Christmas, and I think they were like fixing plates and they was cooking, and so this is just like normal, the family, the Bahamian family, just kind of chilling on Christmas, just talking, and the person that was patting himself on the back, that's my cousin Kendall, and I think he was talking to my sister. So let's see what they were saying. Let's see.
Sometimes
that like the hours, the grandkids having this battle on themselves. I was in college. I was like,
Now I ain't the best cameraman in the world, so I'll go ahead and put that out there now. If somebody trying to say something about that, I ain't a camera person, but I was trying to get.
the governor or whatever, they won't style that right. If there's any little trickle or a thought of trickle, they shut down schools, they close the.
Okay, I'm gonna give you another part. And so that's why people ask why I don't really talk that much. So that's my cousin. So you notice ain't always nobody say nothing. The camera had to move because he just handed me a plate. So I had to make sure that I got that squared away first, and then I could start back filming. So people want to know why you so quiet and why you don't really be talking that much. Like that stuff be hanging me aside. But also, okay. So I just want to give y'all a feel for me, my personality, who I am. So I'm influenced by both sides of my family, the American side, as well as the Bahamian side of my family. And I hope you all enjoyed this video and you will check out my page. And let me show you where you all can find me. And I hope to start doing more and more videos just to push myself out of my comfort zone. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a camera person or a front person. I'm more like a background. But I know that we live in an age where people want to know who you are and they want to know a little bit about you. So I just did this video so people can know a little bit about me. Maybe they see my videos for my businesses and want to know who I am. So these are just some of the places that you can find me. And that's the name of my business. I'm at the top of my website. And these are some of the links. And when I was doing it, I was like, I didn't even realize I was a part of all these different platforms, but that's my YouTube handle where you can find these videos I talked about. You know, find me on Facebook, Gerard Smith. And I started doing blogs on WordPress, LinkedIn, of course. And I'm also on Blogger at gerardsjourney.blogspot.com. And I also write blogs on medium.com at Mr. Gerard Smith. And I appreciate you all watching this video. And don't talk too bad about me because, you know, I don't really like to be on camera and stuff like that. But I do want you all to see that I have a unique and awesome family. And I hope to be able to expose that and show you all that and have more quality professional content down the line. But I wanted not to wait for everything to be perfect before I started doing videos. I wanted people to be able to see how awesome that my family is. So thank you again for watching this, and until we meet again, peace.
Yeah, this is a wrap. This one's over.
Every mistake I made, I'm here to help you.